Ray's wedding. This is a classic. Ray decided, and the best man Peter decided they would, Peter Hodgson that is, they decided that they would play rugby before the game. Well, the wedding was at Wanganui. I can't remember, I think it might be 4 or 3 o'clock. Anyway, they worked it out. They'd have time to play rugby, drive down to Wanganui, no problem at all. But unbeknown to everyone, both Ray and Peter got hurt. Ray got a broken arm, Peter got a broken nose. Consequently, they were back at the hospital for something like 2 hours, 3 hours. So the whole thing was moving back 3 hours. Well, they only had the wedding reception hall or rooms for a few hours. And by the time we got there, the wedding, the church priest, the priest even doing the wedding, he got so delayed he had to hurry to have things along. And next thing, there was nowhere to go because we only could go to the wedding reception hall for a certain time. So we started there, then they came in and told Dad they only had an hour left and they would have to be gone. So the old man and everyone got all the food, you name it, the booze. The booze was the most important thing, big kegs of booze. So they got everything together. We all went down to the Aramo railway station down there. And in those days, they used to have waiting rooms waiting for the train. So the old man set the kegs up in the corner and Mum and them set the food up along there on the trestles and said to anyone in the waiting room waiting for a train, well, listen, we're going to have the rest of our wedding reception here, but you're welcome to stay and have drinks, and which they did. They all stayed on. So we had the wedding reception in the hall on the railway station. Anyway, the train they were now going to get was about 4 hours behind where they were originally going to go because they were going to Hara for their honeymoon. So anyway, by the time the last train came in, Ray was absolutely rotten and drunk as a lord, and so were half the other passengers getting on the train. So anyway, we put Ray on the train, sat him down, Muriel was crying and everything because he was drunk. They went off to Wanganui. Well, went off to Hara. Well, they got to Hara and it was pissing down, absolutely teeming. So they got off the train. They had a short walk to the boarding house they were going to stay for their honeymoon night. And they got there and there was a big sign on the door, don't ring the bell after a certain hour because we don't answer it. So they started ringing the bell and no one came down, and Muriel and Ray started heading back towards the railway station. She was carrying the baggage. He's got a broken arm. She's crying. She's kicking him as they walk along the road. Next thing, the police car pulled up. A Black Maria pulled up. And they got out and they knew Ray and they said, who won the rugby? They were talking about the rugby and everything, and they could see Muriel was distressed. They said, what's wrong? And she blurted out, we got nowhere to stay out. We can't get to the rest home. I said, don't worry about that. Jump in the car. So they threw them both in the police car. So they went down to the police station. There was only a couple of police guys working there, about 3, I think at the most. They walked in and they said, look, Ray here and Muriel got nowhere to stay and it's their honeymoon. So what are we going to do? So there was only 2 cells. There was an old drunk in one cell and a prostitute in the other cell. She said, well, let me come out and I'll help decorate the cell up for the honeymoon and I'll move into the cell with old Bert there. So they let her out and she cut up some toilet paper and made ribbons and everything. Oh, it looked really great, Ray, what he can remember. So anyway, they got it all set up, made it into a beautiful little room, and they had that cell that night as their honeymoon room. And of course, the old prostitute moved in with the old drunk, so that was okay, no problem there. So next morning, the police constables made Ray and Muriel a beautiful breakfast, bacon and eggs, and they were wrapped. Muriel was crying, couldn't believe it. And so she said to the policeman, she said, listen, I had a lovely time, really enjoyed your facilities. So she said, we tell you what we'll do. We'll name our first son after you. And that because there was 4 policemen there, they couldn't just pick one name, so they called Peter Constable Riley.